and he's putting different, with different toppings, olives, corn, this, whatever crazy, all these things. Now you have Yetzer Hara. Should I eat? Should I not eat? Should I eat? Should I not eat? And you're walking by the lobby. You're walking by the lobby, and you are smelling it, and now you're like, oh, my Yetzer Hara, I just can't. And you take a bite out of it. And you're like, wow, sick, crazy. The dough, not normal. The sauce, not normal. The cheese, not normal. 10. And you finish eating that. And it's so good. You ate non-kosher. True story. All of a sudden, the next day, you wake up, person wakes up with a stomach virus. Yes, diarrhea. Going to the bathroom. Oh, he just went. He goes back and goes to the bathroom. Go back, go to the bathroom. Oh my God, yeah. And now all the boys, they're going down to the pool, to the ocean, to the beach, whatever it is. And he's in his room throwing up, diarrhea, throwing up, stomach virus, doesn't know, doesn't know. All because he had that non-kosher pizza. Is it worth it? Now you ask this guy, was it worth it? How was Nick's pizza, huh? Nick was good, this guy, Nick? Huh? Tell me, was it good? It's a true story, by the way. The story I just told you is a true story. It happened with a guy. He was one of the colleges. And he's actually going to speak here in the shul. And he told me that he was in college and he ate non-kosher. And he said after he ate he had a Yetzer Hara, he had the whole thing, he had this, he had that. And after that, he had a stomach virus for 2 weeks, he said. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. What the Orchot Sadikim is telling you over here, before a person, heaven forbid, does a sin, it should never happen. Think about, is the sin worth the punishment? Is the sin worth the punishment? There's no sin that's worth the punishment. No way. If you would see what the punishment of any sin is, you would never ever sin. The problem is we don't see it. But if you would see, never see it. The guy, true story again, same guy. He told me this personally. He gets a phone. Gets a phone, brand new phone. And when does it come? It got delivered on Shabbat. Now he sees the box, flipping out. I just brought my phone. I want to see the phone. I want to see this, that. He unfortunately opened up his phone. And he was going by, he was walking by he put it in his pocket. He was walking, whatever, this, that. The phone, basically, it was raining. It fell from his pocket, fell in a puddle of water, and broke. Now, you tell me, was it worth the Avirah? He's like, oh man, now I gotta wait another month and a half till I order the new phone and this and that. Was it worth the Avirah? By the way, that's all besides Has V'Shalom Gehinam. Because Gehinam is forget about it. Gehinam is forget about it. Gehinam is forget about it. I don't want to talk about that. We're not even going into that. So there's no sin that's worth the punishment. There's not one sin in the world that's worth the punishment. A guy has a juicy lashon hara, so juicy. I gotta say it. He says it. So when he wakes up next day, you know you have like the cold blisters in the winter, you know what I'm talking about? You get that cold, oh man, and you know when it's coming, you know what I'm talking about? You have that feel of the thing, and like, oh man, everything you like, it's burning, You have to put the this thing, whatever it's called. What is it called?
Lipstick.
Not lipstick.
Chapstick.
No, what is it called? Blistex. Yeah, for the blistex, you put that. What's shot? Is it worth it? Tell me, is it worth it? Shalala now, tell me. Is it worth it? Well, how about if a person looks at something he's not supposed to look at? And then all of a sudden, you ever go to the Dead Sea in Israel? It's called Yam Melech. You ever go to the Dead Sea in Israel? You know what I'm talking about? And all of a sudden, he's on the thing, and you have like a little kid. You know, he comes in, he splashes the water. Hey kid, don't swim! Boom. He splashes it, gets in your eyes. Starts burning. Oh my eye! Oh my eye! He gets out of the Dead Sea, he's taking water, flushing it out with water. Ask the guy, was it worth it to look? This look, was it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Burning! I'm talking about burning pain. Burning. Guys, all these things is not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, I deal with people that tell me their punishments. It's crazy punishments. So he's telling you, one of the most important lines, I should say, to stop you from sinning is this. Yesh lo lishkol. You have to weigh onesh ha'avera keneged ha'metikut. The punishment for the sweetness of sin. It's not worth it. It just ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It's like imagine a guy steals. Let's say he has a deal that he can steal. True story also. Stole. He was able to steal $1 million from someplace. However, 10 years later, this guy got caught, and all the money that he had, his house, his everything, all his assets, got frozen from that $1 million that they already caught him back, and now he's miserable, going to jail. He's leaving his wife and kids and going to jail for whatever time. Now you go ask that guy, was it worth it? Was it worth stealing? Was it worth getting caught with the government or whatever it was? Was it worth it? He'll tell you, I swear to you, it wasn't worth it. I have him on video saying that it wasn't worth it. I have another guy on my phone. I saved it for maybe 10 years. 10 years! He did something fraud. And he said, and he was doing well in his business, everything. And he said, in 1 second, you wake up the next morning, Has Shalom, you could lose it. Rabotai, this line is powerful. There's no Averah. Which Averah you want to do? There's no Averah in the world. I don't care how sweet it is. The punishment is so great. That punishment, you have to think in your mind, is it worth it to do? It's not worth it. That should stop you. Imagine the pain that a person could get from the punishment of the sin. He won't sin. He will not sin. This is how important this line is.